Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. I'm so glad you're here. Today, we're going to take a very slow, very careful journey through a beautiful and honestly deeply relatable poem. We are decoding Amanda by Robin Klein. I want you to just sit back, relax, and listen closely. This is a very famous poem about a young girl's deep longing for freedom, and it's a feeling I'm pretty sure many of you will understand perfectly. We're going to go through every single word, every idiom, and every character together so you are completely prepared and confident for your exams.
Now, tell me truthfully, do you ever feel like your freedom is curtailed or controlled by constant instructions from your elders? You know the drill. Do this, don't do that, sit like this, stand like that, right? Every single child feels this pressure at some point, and this exact feeling brilliantly illustrates the central theme of our poem. Robin Klein actually writes this poem in a very special alternating structure. It bounces back and forth between the harsh, loud reality of an adult giving orders and the silent, beautiful daydreaming of a little girl named Amanda.
Here is our roadmap for today. We'll cover 1. Meet Amanda and her world, 2. The Mermaid in Emerald Sea, 3. Golden Silence, Sweet Freedom, 4. Rapunzel in a Tranquil Tower, 5. The Final Unfair Accusation, and finally, 6. Key Takeaway.
1. Meet Amanda and her world.
I want you to imagine a strict elder standing right over you. Notice the sharp, authoritative tone that kicks off the poem. Listen to them carefully. Don't bite your nails, Amanda. Don't hunch your shoulders, Amanda. Stop that slouching and sit up straight, Amanda. Notice that repetitive, nagging use of her name. Exclamation marks are used literally everywhere. This sets up a very restrictive, stressful, real-world scene. The adult is pointing out physical flaws, trying to control exactly how her body moves and rests.
Let's make absolutely sure we understand these words for our vocabulary section. To hunch means to bend your body into a rounded posture, usually bringing your shoulders way forward. And slouching means sitting or standing in a lazy, drooping way. The adult here isn't just asking her to behave, they're trying to control even her most basic physical posture. It's just a constant stream of correction.
2. The Mermaid in Emerald Sea. As the adult scolds her, Amanda's mind just drifts away into this soft, dreamy space. Look closely at the punctuation here, the brackets or parentheses. There is a languid emerald sea where the sole inhabitant is me, a mermaid, drifting blissfully. The poet uses these parentheses like a visual bubble. They protect Amanda's silent inner thoughts from the loud shouting of the adult outside. It's her safe space.
Let's break down these beautiful words together. Languid means relaxed, peaceful, totally unhurried. Drifting blissfully means moving slowly with the water in a state of pure, absolute happiness. So the crucial question is, why does Amanda imagine herself as a mermaid? Well, it's because a mermaid in the vast ocean is the sole inhabitant. She's completely alone, surrounded by calming green water, far, far away from that nagging voice.
3. Golden Silence, Sweet Freedom. But suddenly, the daydream is broken, and that strict, questioning tone of adult reality returns. The instructions shift from her posture to her responsibilities. It's basically an interrogation on chores. Did you finish your homework, Amanda? Did you tidy your room, Amanda? I thought I told you to clean your shoes. It is a total barrage of questions. Daily chores and responsibilities are constantly being thrown at this young girl. She literally cannot catch a breath.
So what does she do? She escapes once again, back into the parentheses. I am an orphan, roaming the street. I pattern soft dust with my hushed bare feet. The silence is golden, the freedom is sweet. Now listen to the poignant irony here. She is a child with parents, living in a house, yet she desperately desires to be a roaming orphan without a home, just to achieve what she calls golden silence and sweet freedom. That is exactly how badly she wants to escape these rules.
Let's define these specific phrases. Hushed means very quiet and still. Patterned soft dust means making gentle, artistic marks in the dirt with her toes. Think about the brilliant contrast Klein creates here. The adult loudly commands her to clean your shoes, and in response, her mind dreams of having no shoes at all, bare feet, playing quietly in the soft dust. She completely rejects their rigid cleanliness for peaceful freedom. 4. Rapunzel in a Tranquil Tower.
The peaceful dust is swept away by the nagging tone once more, and this time it focuses on intense criticism of her physical appearance. The adult says, "Don't eat that chocolate, Amanda. Remember your acne, Amanda? Will you please look at me when I'm speaking to you? Let's detail these instructions. First, restricting her food. Second, pointing out a major teenage insecurity, her acne. And third, the demand for eye contact. Will you please look at me? This shows intense frustration from the adult because Amanda is clearly looking away, totally lost in her daydreaming.
And where exactly is she looking? She's looking at a high tower in her mind. I am Rapunzel, I have not a care. Life in a tower is tranquil and rare. I'll certainly never let down my bright hair. This is such a wonderful metaphor. We all know the fairy tale of Rapunzel, right? The girl who let down her hair for the prince. But notice carefully, Amanda says she will certainly never let down her bright hair. She wants the high tower, but she wants to stay isolated. She wants absolutely no visitors.
She wants this because life in the tower is tranquil, which means calm, peaceful, and quiet. So here's the crucial takeaway. Look at every single character Amanda imagines. The mermaid in the vast sea, the orphan on the empty street, Rapunzel in the tall, locked tower. All of them represent a deep, desperate desire for isolated peace, far away from authority.
5. The final unfair accusation.
Let's see how this all comes to an end. Take a look at this abstract drawing of a face from the original text. It's long, closed off, and pointing away. This perfectly represents the complex, guarded emotions Amanda is accused of harboring. She's trapped inside her own mind, and to the outside world, she just looks like a moody teenager.
And so the adult delivers the final unfair accusations. Stop that sulking at once, Amanda. You're always so moody, Amanda. Anyone would think that I nagged at you, Amanda. The irony here is absolutely incredible. The adult completely fails to realize that their constant instructions are exactly what is causing Amanda's silence in the first place.
Let's make sure we know these exact terms for the exam. Sulking means being silent, morose, and bad-tempered out of annoyance or disappointment. Nagging is an idiom and a verb meaning constantly harassing someone to do something. The adult is terrified of society, thinking they are a nagging parent, completely blind to the fact that nagging is exactly what they've been doing for the entire poem.
6. Key takeaways for students.
All right, let's gather all our thoughts and consolidate what we've learned. I want you to study this comparison slide slowly. Robin Klein's core literary device in this poem is contrast. On one side, we have the adult's reality, constant instructions, a harsh tone, a strict focus on appearance and worldly chores. On the other side, we have Amanda's imagination, safely held in those parentheses, a world of golden silence, sweet freedom, and dreamy escapes through the mermaid, the orphan, and Rapunzel. Understanding this stark contrast is the absolute key to mastering this poem.
And that brings us to the end of our explainer. I want to leave you with a thought-provoking question to ponder. If you were to create your own parenthetical daydream to escape constant instructions, what character would you be? Would you be an eagle soaring in the sky? A wanderer deep in the forest? Relate your own feelings of seeking personal freedom to Amanda's, and I promise you will never forget the beautiful message of this poem. Thank you so much for learning with me today. Keep studying hard and keep dreaming safely.